Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak video. Today we have something a little bit different. We're going to be covering Monster Hunter Rise Nexus mods. I have a couple of mods that I highly recommend you try out, and I'm going to show you how to install these mods so that you can get them running in your game. Now, the mods in question are going to be Colvin's Damage and DPS Overlay, which is going to be a damage and DPS tracker that you can use for yourself or for a group of players to monitor your performance during a hunt. And the other mod I'd like to showcase is going to be the Layer Any Weapon mod, which allows you to apply the visuals of a weapon onto that of another one, similar to how the Rampage weapons function. As a disclaimer, I do have to advise you, if you go onto the Monster Hunter Rise Nexus page, a lot of the mods there are going to be of the more degenerate nature, so please do be warned that there is going to be some content there that is 18+. There's not really anything I can do about that. However, there are going to be some useful mods, as I've just covered, that we're going to go over, and I'll show you how to install and use. Now, the next mod I'm going to show you how to install is the Layer Any Weapon mod. So again, this is going to allow you to transmog your weapons and basically apply the visual of one weapon onto the stats of another weapon. So we're going to need to go to the mod page for it, and then we're going to go to File and go to Layer Any Weapon, Manual Download. So just hit that. It's going to tell you we need REFramework, which we already have. So we can just download it. Right, and now we can open up the Layer Any Weapon mod. It's going to be a Lua file, which means we're going to have to open up REFramework, go to Auto Run, and throw it in there. And that's it. You have it installed now. Alright, so we're back in game, and we have our Chameleos Longsword. If we take a look here, we have the Phantom Mirage Plus. Now, let's say you don't like the appearance of this weapon, and you want to change it to the appearance of another weapon, while keeping the same stats as the Phantom Mirage Plus, because it's a pretty decent raw longsword. As you can see, it's got two 2 slots and a level 1 slot, purple sharp, 290 raw, 15% affinity. Could definitely use more raw, but I still think it's a pretty good raw weapon. So if you want to change the appearance of this weapon, we're going to press home. Oops. And we're going to go to script generated UI. You're going to see above the Colvin's DPS meter, you now have a Layer Any Weapon button that you can click on. This is going to open up the Layer Any Weapon interface, and now it shows the equipped weapon, whether or not it's layered, and we can save the appearance of a weapon to a layer slot to apply to another weapon. So firstly, we're going to find a weapon that we want to apply the appearance for. So you are going to actually need to craft and at least unlock the weapon that you're going to want to apply the appearance to. So in this case, let's see, what do we want? We want the Black Katana Mark 1 to appear over our Chameleos weapon. So I'm going to put that first. And then we're going to hit Save Held Weapon to Layer Slots. So now we can apply the appearance of the Black Katana Mark 1 to any of our other longswords. So if we go to Equipment, and we switch over to the Chameleos longsword, Phantom Mirage, we can now press Apply to Weapon. It'll show that it's layered, and you're going to reset the weapon model so that you can change the appearance by just flipping another longsword, loading it in, and then going back to the Phantom Mirage. And if you take a look at that right now, it has the appearance of the Black Katana. So even though it looks different, if we look at our equipment info, we still have the same stats as usual, and we're still dealing great damage. So that's going to be it for the Layer Any Weapon mod. Pretty easy to use. Looks a little bit daunting at first, but once you get the hang of it, you can use this to apply the visuals of any weapon onto that of another. So just to show you that we can also do this with other weapons, we're going to do this with a hammer as well. So we have the Tigrex hammer, which I really do love as a really strong raw weapon. However, I want the appearance of the Astolos hammer because I think it looks a lot cooler. So we are going to equip the Astolos hammer Astolos Sparkler. Then we are going to save held weapon to the layer slot. We're going to go into equipment, equip our Tigrex hammer, apply to weapon. Oops. It is layered. Swap it out to reload the model. And look at that. Now our huge Tigrex hammer is a badass looking Astolos hammer. So that is a very easy way to layer any weapon using the Layer Any Weapon mod. And again, it will work for weapons of the same weapon type. And you are going to need the weapon that you want to layer onto your current weapon crafted beforehand. So keep those in mind. However, it's very flexible, and it's going to be like the Rampage weapons, where basically you can put the visual of any other weapon onto the one that you want. So it's a really great mod, and I recommend you guys use it if you care about aesthetics, but also practical hunting. Lastly, we're going to go over how to install mods that require the Fluffy Manager for Monster Hunter Sunbreak. So please do make sure that these mods are updated after June 30th, which means they're updated for Sunbreak, because the majority of the mods on the Nexus that are pre-Sunbreak probably don't work anymore until they're updated. So make sure to check the last updated date. Now, this simple Megane adds a circular frame to the Cunning specs. It replaces the model for it with cuter, more Asian style glasses. So if we want to install this mod as an example, then we're going to need the Fluffy Manager, which you can see here is the requirement for the file. So we're going to click on that, and then we're going to go to Fluffy Manager 5000. This is going to be a mod that you can use for easily installing mods which modify the game's pack files. Now, you can just manually change out the pack file mods, but I don't recommend touching that whatsoever. If you use Fluffy Manager 5000, you'll be able to safely install and uninstall mods without affecting your game. So you're going to want to go to Files here and click on the manual download button for Fluffy Manager 5000. It'll download. And now we can open up the archive of this mod. It's going to have all of these files here. You're going to want to just drag them and drop them into your Monster Hunter Rise folder. But to clean things up, you might want to open up a folder first. Maybe call it Fluffy Manager. We're going to drag and drop these files into the Fluffy Manager folder that we just created. Then we're going to want to open the modmanager.exe file. So you're going to now have to choose a game. We're going to choose Monster Hunter Rise, define game path, click on the exe file, and we're good to go. So currently there's nothing you can see here because, well, we don't have any mods installed. So we're going to close it. Games, Monster Hunter Rise, mods, and this is your mod folder. So any mods that you download off of the Monster Hunter Rise Nexus that use the Fluffy Manager 5000, you're going to want to drop these files into this folder. So let's go back to the... So if we go back to the mod page of Simple Megane, we can go to the Files tab, and we can manually download the mod. Here we have the zip folder for the mod. We're going to open it up, drag and drop it in. Now we go back to the Fluffy Manager folder, and we open up the Mod Manager. Oh, and now you see it's installed. So we can just click this to enable the mod, and we can either launch game from the manager, or we can launch game through Steam, or open up the exe file. Alright, we're back in game. So we're going to go take a look at our layered armor to see that the mod's working. Oh, as you can see here with the preview image, the Cunning Specs now has its adorable round frame. So we've got a nice cute pair of glasses we can use for our character. And that's going to be it. That's how you install any of the mods that require Fluffy Mod Manager. Just drop them in the mod folder, open up the Mod Manager, enable the mod, and you are going to be good to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I'm using the mods purely for visual and aesthetic purposes. If you do modify any of the game's stats to affect the weapons or balance of the game and affect the gameplay, that's going to be on your guys' end. It's completely up to you, but for me, it's purely just going to be for visuals. I hope you guys found the information in this video helpful. Like, subscribe, comment. If you have any questions or issues with modding, do let me know and I'll try to help you out. As always, look forward to more Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak content to come. I'm gonna try work on some longsword videos if I can, but it is a little bit time consuming, so we'll see, because I'm still busy trying to get to MR 100. Right now I'm at MR 82, so I'm almost there, but not quite. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.